Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pokémon Ruby Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made our way to Petalburg City, where we encountered our dad, the gym leader of the Petalburg City gym, Norman, who promptly shoot us off to help a local boy, Wally, who was moving, catch his first Pokemon, basically giving us our catching tutorial. We were then directed to go out into the world and find other gyms, starting with the gym leader of the gym located in Rustboro City, directly to the northwest of Petalburg City. Thus, we have made our way into Petalburg Woods, having caught a few new team members along the way. I have actually trained up my team and gotten a lot done. I got a few new things from Sly Cooper that have basically given us a big money boost. I just showed them off last time, but I won't be showing anything off unless it's super important. I did get another rare candy off of him, which I'm just blown away by, but that's beside the point. Anyway, we're going to be making our way through Petalburg Woods today, so let's start. I caught a whole bunch of Pokemon. Go, 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 my bugged Pokemon team. Alright, well that was to be expected. I did also train up Mari and Tangutama, because they're the next closest to evolving, and I want to get through that as quickly as possible. Especially Tangutama, who, because of the locations we're fighting in, has not really been able to do much, and I've had to slowly grind her up with Bide, which is a very annoying process. Anyway, Mari's grown to level 10, and she did learn Nature Power, but because we're fighting in grass field terrain, it becomes Stun Spore, so another non-physical attacking, another non-damaging move for her to use. So really, she has not been doing well. So hopefully we can change things around a little by having Mari here. You know what, I know it's going to eat up some time, but I figure might as well throw both in and get some experience on them. I did take the trouble of grinding them both up to be able to participate, or get to this point. Unfortunately, if my memory is correct, Tangutama is not going to be able to get into the fight after she evolves, because her learn set doesn't change enough to add a move to actually fight with after evolving, so probably still going to be some dead weight, probably going to have to bench her at some point, probably next episode, probably between this episode and next episode, if I catch anything. I suppose I shouldn't, well, I have a good feeling that I'll be able to catch something, but I don't want to just say that because you never know. You could end up killing them. They could end up taking themselves out in some way. Well, I'll just have to be sure not to do that because I don't want to be dragging Tangutama around if she's not going to learn anything good. Alright. I did also find out a little something using my PKMDS save editor. I know what you're thinking. It sounds like it's like I've altered my game in some way, but I haven't. I really wouldn't want to do that because I don't trust actually editing any save files with that sort of thing. However, I did use it to take a look at the IVs of my Pokemon and keep track of their EVs. And I came across a rather startling discovery about Lombardi, our Talo, that we caught last episode. While his attack IV is nowhere near that good, it's only about 11, so it could definitely be higher, and kind of belies his naughty nature, which increases his attack. I did stumble across one perfect IV on him, and it was honestly the second best IV, or rather, second best stat I could hope for a perfect 31 IV on, and that was speed. So he is pretty solid. If I invest the proper attack EVs into him, he should be able to deal just about insane damage. And now Mari is evolving. Okay, well, Silcoon can only become one Pokemon, and that Pokemon is Beautifly. Alright. And I believe you get Absorb, yep. Not the best move, but hey, it'll give you something others to do than Poison, Sting, and Tackle. I think I'll get rid of Harden because I was never going to use that, and String Shot could have some use. Okay, forgot Harden, and Mari learned Absorb. And now Tengutama is also evolving because she hit level 14. However, unlike with Mari, I don't think that she'll be nearly as useful. Yep, it would not be a Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke without a Nuzleaf on the team, although I definitely intend to bench you because you kinda suck, Tengutama. Didn't gain any new moves, and you don't have anything other than Bide to deal damage with right now, so not the best. Anyway, we got a Paralyze Heal here. I did actually stock up on some items. I got a few more Pokeballs, got a Premier Ball. Found another Ultra Ball with Sly Cooper. I still have 9 Repels, bought 5 Paralyze Heals, and I actually found a hidden antidote on the beach to the south, on the south side of Route 104, so that's good. We have 2 rare candies. I'm gonna save those as long as I can. And actually, did we get anything from that last fight? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna actually switch Lombardi to lead us off for a bit going forward. So let's go over this way. Not a one to be found. Hello? Have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? I really love that Pokemon. I was going to ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods. Forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon Researcher. Hand over those papers. You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You've got to help me, please. Huh? What do you think you're doing? What, you're going to protect him? You bet your criminal butt I am. No one who crosses Team Magma gets any mercy, not even a kid. Come on and battle me. Alright, so, introduction to our first evil team fight. For Ruby, this will be Team Magma. For Sapphire, it'll be Team Aqua. And also for Emerald, it'll be Team Aqua. However, the fight is pretty much the same no matter which way you go about it. Level 9 Poochyena, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, I've trained up Lombardi. He got Quick Attack, so it's his strongest move. We're going to have Lombardi just lead us off with that. Now, Lombardi does have pretty poor defenses, just like Forest, but I think he'll be fine. Yep, 2 Quick Attacks, so that's all it took. And a decent chunk of experience, and a attack AV from that Poochyena. You're kidding me! You're tough! 180 Poke for our winning. Grr, you've got some nerve meddling with Team Magma. Come on and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm out of Pokemon. Yeah, I kinda saw you only had the one Poochyena, and I took care of it rather easily, and I have 5 other Pokemon waiting in the wings. And hey, we of Team Magma are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go today. Whew, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of these important papers. I know, I'll give you a Great Ball as my thanks. Obtain the Great Ball? Basically just a slightly better Pokeball, though not as good as those Ultra Balls that Sly Cooper found me. Didn't that Team Magma thug say they were after something in Rustboro too? Uh-oh, it's a crisis. I can't be wasting time. Then why were you dawdling in here for Shroomish all that time? Whatever. Let's see. I'll put Lombardi back in his original spot and have Mari take the lead, since aside from Kala, she's the lowest level. And I'm not going to worry too much about Kala. Her experience rate is very slow, so I'm not that interested in making sure that she's on par. Whenever you see a blank space like this, there's usually a hidden item in it, and I got a Pokeball for my efforts there, so that's good. Let's fight this guy. If you take bug Pokemon to school, you'll get instantly popular. I'm not so sure on that. Maybe in Japan, where bugs are more respected, but I mean, heck, Pokemon came into existence because of it. Because of bug catching being a fad in Japan, but in other schools, I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway, and then Kata, we can easily deal with that. Let's just use Tackle. I don't think Poison Sting would do well, because this thing is actually part ground type. And actually, you know what? Let's try Absorb, see how you do with that, Mari. You did get a quite extensive stat boost from evolving so quickly, but maybe not enough. Just one more Absorb. Okay, that's good. I can't be popular if I lose. Kid, you are not going to be popular with that one Nincada. I mean, I like Nincada, but it's not a popular Pokemon. An Ether right here. And let's see. Yep, we made it through without running into any wild Pokemon. Now we're back on Route 104, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's pick these berries. 2 cherry berries, that's good. Those will heal paralysis. And 2 orange berries. Gonna need those for upcoming events. Let's actually talk to this kid. I like filling my mouth with seeds and spitting them out fast. You can have this, so you try it out. Use it on a Pokemon and it will learn a move for firing seeds rapidly. Obtain the TM09. That move is actually a Grass-type move, Bullet Seed. Now, in the base game of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it's a pretty weak move, 10 power, hits 2 to 5 times. Not all that great, however, it is the first Grass-type move that you would be able to teach C-Dot or Lotad if you're playing Sapphire or Emerald, or, in my case, Trico, outside of Absorb, which I'm actually going to teach this to my Forest because I've actually increased its power with the Universal Pokemon Randomizer by updating moves to their Gen 5 power. It went from 10 power to 25, which is pretty solid for this point in the game. So I think it'll be a good addition to Forest's moveset. Now I know Tengutama could learn it, and she doesn't get any Grass-type moves naturally, but I don't honestly expect myself to use Tengutama for a long period of time, so if I come to regret this, it's just going to be on me. But I don't think I'll come to regret this. 1, 2, and poof. Forest forgot how to use Pound. And Forest learned Bullet Seed. I kept Leer because there might be some synergistic value with Quick Attack on Forest. Not that I expect there to be much. Anyway, let's actually swap Sly Cooper to the second slot for something coming up. And then let's go in here. If we talk to this woman... Hello. This is the Pretty Petal Flower Shop, spreading flowers throughout the world. Your name is? Seipher. That's a nice name. Seipher, would you like to learn about berries? Sure, why not? Berries grow on trees that thrive only in dark, loamy soil. If you take some berries, be sure to plant one in the loamy soil again. A planted berry will sprout, grow into a plant, and flower beautifully. Then grow berries again. I want to see the whole world filled with beautiful flowers. That's my dream. Please help me, Seipher. Plant berries and bring more flowers into the world. Okay. How about you? I thought you were the one. Hello? The more attention you give the flowers, the more beautifully they bloom. You'll like tending flowers, I'm sure of it. You can have this. You get the Whalmer Pail. This basically allows you to water berry plants that you plant in loamy soil. So, just an easy way to get healing items by just growing berries. However, it does take a set amount of hours, and if you're playing this game on console, it is based on an in-game clock battery, and if that battery dries out, you can no longer do these sorts of things, so don't worry about it too much. I'd say the odds of you actually having a cartridge that still has a working battery is probably not likely at this point in time, given that it's been 21 years. Anyway, with that, let's actually leave here, and we're going to actually quickly get out a rappel, and we're going to go up this way. Get a potion from right here, and then we're going to check each of these blank spots. Another Pokeball. Nothing there. Super Potion here, which will go greatly with a bunch of Super Potions I've gotten from Sly Cooper. And nothing here, so let's continue on. We're gonna challenge this girl first. We must have been fated to meet. May I ask you for a battle? Okay. And just like that guy that was on the southern end of Route 104 before the Petalburg Woods, you're probably going to be a rich trainer who's going to give us a bunch of money if we win, so we'll definitely do our best to make sure that happens. Okay, let's have Mari just sort of heal up as best she can with Absorb. It's not the most powerful move, but it can be very useful. Okay, Tail Whip, not great. If he attacks, or if she attacks rather, it's gonna hurt rather hard, but... Okay. Probably not the best choice for me. I need to get Mari's level up. You know what, let's try Tackle. Okay, and one more Absorb ought to do it. Although that full restore you used was kind of overkill at this point in the game. I mean, there's not much HP that a potion could have solved better, so you're definitely not being smart with your money. Okay, level up for Mari. That's pretty good. Oh my. 1400 Poke. And, oh, looks like we have another fight on our hands. Should I or shouldn't I? Okay, sure, I will battle. Alright, well, let's take care of this girl too. Lotad, not bad, but I think I'll be able to handle this rather easily. Astonish. Let's try Absorb. I know that grass will resist, but water's weak to it, so maybe we can get a little HP back. Okay. And that should take care of this first opponent. Now, what else do you have? Shroomish? Okay, well, I'm not gonna attack you I'm not gonna attack you physically because I know that's a bad thing, because Shroomish has the ability Effect Spore, which makes it so that I can randomly put a status condition on you of sleep, poison, or paralysis if you attack it physically. Let's just keep using Poison Sting, and yeah, that works. Get some poison, hopefully that'll finish you off. Okay, good. I shouldn't have battled. Yeah, that's right, you shouldn't have. Okay, let's quickly use one potion to heal Mari up, and ooh, Sly Cooper has another item for us, so let's see what that is. A rare candy. What? That's 3 now. Jeez, Sly. I mean, I know Ruby's chances of rare items are better than other games in the series, but that is 3 rare candies in practically 2 days. Insane. Anyway, now we've got a double battle on us, so I'm just going to make sure... Yeah, I've got the 2 Pokemon I'd want to lead in with this, so let's start... Or not. Oh, or... Okay, so I guess I'm a little used to Emerald, because they're supposed to challenge you as soon as you walk into their line of sight in Emerald, but I guess you have to initiate in Ruby and Sapphire, so a little off my game. But no problem, we can easily deal with these 2. We'll just have Mari use Poison Sting and have Sly use Headbutt. And immediately turn a double battle into a 2v1. However, I think I'm going to have to hold off from attacking this C-Dot. Or not. Okay, well, now that it's 2-on-1, we can just hit C-Dot as hard as we can with the 2 Pokemon we have. And he gets poisoned, so that's going to help us out. And maybe he'll flinch, or not. Critical hit, thank you, Sly. Alright. Easily taken care of. Now we can just progress on. Repel's effect wore off, but that's fine. Let's grab these berries. 2 Lepa berries. Those are PP restoring items, so definitely want to make sure we hold on to those. Maybe plant a few, but I don't know if I'll be able to get back here real quick, so I'm going to save that for later. I'll pick these 2 cherry berries. And we're going to ignore that fisherman for right now. And first things first, we're going to actually go here in Rustboro City to this building. And we're going to go upstairs and talk to this boy right here. My daddy's working at the corporation. My daddy made this, but I can't use it, so you can have it. Obtain the Premier Ball. Okay, well that's another way to get a Premier Ball outside of buying 10 Pokeballs in the mart. So that's good. Next, I want to just get out of here. And we're gonna go to this house right here that has a sign. Cutter's house. And we're gonna talk to the guy inside. That determined expression, that limber way you move, and your well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No, wait, don't say a word. I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you'll be capable of putting this HM to good use. No need to be modest or shy. Go on, take it. Obtain the HM01. That HM, it's cut. An HM move is one that can be used by Pokemon out of the battle. Any Pokemon that learned Cut can chop down thin trees if the trainer has earned the Stone Badge. And unlike a TM, an HM doesn't break after one use. So yeah, basically a move that you can use in the field. We've seen HMs before in my previous Nuzlocks, or if you're new to the Pokemon, it's kind of an archaic gimmick now, but yeah. The one downside to teaching an HM to a Pokemon is that in these earlier games, you can't forget an HM easily. You have to find a move deleter to be able to do so, so be careful with who you teach it to. I'm going to hold off on that, and let's quickly go into the Pokemon Center here to just heal up and restore our PP. Or power points. And now that that's taken care of, We're gonna do a few more things. I believe right here is the Pokemon Trainer School. We'll teach you anything about Pokemon. Alright, that's a pretty good idea. Let's quickly go over here and talk to the teacher here. Students who don't study get a little taste of my quick claw. Whether or not you are a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. Obtain the quick claw. That item is actually a very useful one. If we go down to it here, if you give it to a Pokemon, it'll occasionally allow it to strike first, regardless of speed stat. It's very good on slow Pokemon. I personally don't think I'll need it, but you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'll give it to Mari just because she's a little slow. I mean, she's got the best stats of our Pokemon right now due to evolving so early, but I think it'll be fine to just have her hold on to it. And here is the gym for Rustboro City. Leader Roxanne, the rock-loving honors student. Alright, well that tells us what type of gym it is, so let's quickly go on in and check things out. Pretty simple puzzle. We could just avoid battles, but I don't really feel like doing so. Don't take us gym trainers lightly. I'll show you why we're better. Alright, well, we're gonna at least clear out these two gym trainers before we end this off, so let's start and Geodude. So this should be rather easy. Let's just have Mari use Absorb. Because I don't think at this level Geodude has any rock-type moves. Although that's a little problematic. Okay, Mari easily took care of that Geodude. Gained some experience. And what do you have next? Another Geodude. And a slightly weaker one at that. Well, you should go down easy. And we'll heal off that damage that the first one gave us. Okay, so far so good. And an even weaker one, so no issues here. And a critical hit at that, so insult to injury. Okay, youngster Josh, you were too good for me? Yeah, that's putting it mildly. You know what? Let's actually switch Tengu Tama to the front. I want to see what that nature power is, and I know that you're probably going to have a stronger Geodude. If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance against Roxanne. Alright, well, I'm sure that I can manage. Level 11 Geodude, Tengu Tama should be able to deal with this. Let's see what nature power becomes. Swift. Okay, not great. It's a normal type move, so that's resisted. And you've got a lot of defense. And that was a critical hit. Okay. Well, let's actually... You know what? If you die, you die. I do not care. I'll just harden, see what you do, and then maybe heal. Okay, that might have been the bad choice. Let's actually use a potion to heal up Tengu Tama a little bit. And now, let's bide. Because that'll ignore your defense and just deal pure damage back to you if you attack. Okay, well, the only risky thing would be if you crit with Rock Throw again, but I think Bide should be fine, assuming that you attack, because you don't have anything to raise your own attack, so we're Okay, well that's just bad. Well, maybe we can get another bide to actually work. Okay, come on. Alright, maybe this'll finish you off. I don't think so, because it didn't hit us enough. Okay, that's a little disconcerting, but we have a bunch of super potions thanks to Sly Cooper. We'll just use one. And we'll just have Tengutama use Bide again and hope for some hits. Okay, this should finish things, I think. I probably could have made this much easier by having Forest lead, but I want to kind of keep Forest's EVs kind of in control. I know it's just one defense EV from each Geodude so far, but the more EVs that he gets in defense are going to be wasted EVs, so I need to boost his special attack EVs, and there's not really great ways of getting those right now, so trying to keep on top of it. I've basically been chasing down Ralts and Shroomish. I think Shroomish had them. Actually, no, I don't think I... Well, I mainly focused on Ralts because I know for a fact those have special attack EVs. Anyway, with that, we're almost pretty much done here, but obviously I'm not... Well, we could go challenge the gym now, but I don't really feel like it, so let's quickly go heal up. And then, just to end things off, I think we're gonna go explore a bit to the northeast of Rustboro. Or rather, to the east of Rustboro. So let's quickly go over this way. And we are here on a new route, so we could catch something here, but I'm actually going to make use of a repel here because there are 3 new Pokemon available on this route, and one of them is more plentiful in a slightly later area. Practically, well, actually, it's a guaranteed encounter in another area, so I want to avoid running into it here. That way we don't cost ourselves a route. Turn around. Okay. Just wanted to avoid battle because I want to get into this cave. And let's see. Well, I think Mari will be fine to lead things here. Rust Turf Tunnel, only 1 Pokemon spawns here. So it's the one Pokemon I wanted to avoid running into in Route 116, so let's just waste up the repel here and run into one. And a Whismur. Alright. Well, with that found, let's just use Poison Sting to get a little bit of damage off on it. And now I've put a timer on it, so I better catch this thing fast. Well, when in doubt, Pokeball out. Okay, that's not good. And that is also not good. That Uproar is a very powerful move for this early in the game. Granted, Whismur kinda is bad, but just so that I don't cost myself an encounter and thus have to run into it on Route 116, let's use a Great Ball. Okay, good. Kind of a waste of a Great Ball because Whismer's not all that great in my opinion, but hey, anything for additional encounters. Now then, what to name you? Normally very quiet. However, if it senses danger, it'll release an ear-splitting whine. Alright, well... What to call you? What to call you? You know what? Just because it came to mind from my last Nuzlocke, and because she is infamous for it, we'll just call you Whitney. Sent to the PC, which actually, now that I think about it, I do need to rename one box of the PC, so that's something to do when we get back eventually. Let's just sort of avoid running into this guy. I don't want to fight him and extend the video length. And now that we actually have Whismer, we can just search this route to our heart's content, and it's a good thing because Whismer is the most prevalent thing on this route. So we're gonna be here a little bit. There are now only 2 Pokemon I can catch here, since I've caught Tailo and Zigzagoon before, and Whismer now, thanks to Rustboro Tunnel, so let's hope that we can find it relatively quickly. And we did. Okay. Ninkata. Let's just use Absorb because it's a very weak move. Okay, good. Should be enough. And now, we'll use one of our Premier Balls. Gotcha. Okay, good. I've used this thing before, and while it's not that good in this generation, I feel like it could be a very interesting Pokemon to use in a Nuzlocke. And because its name clearly comes from Ninja, I have just the name for you. Hanzo, join the crew. I'll go see you in the PC a bit later. With those 2 captures done, I think I will end things off here. I'll probably change around my team a bit and then do some training off screen. And after that, we'll start things off next time with the battle against Roxanne. So, until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. Stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.